Recording. For recording purposes, if I can get each of your names, please.
Kentaro Akiyama.
Chris Blades.
Stevie Jaffe.
Adrian Morningstar.
Together, you guys are known as?
Birds of Bellwoods.
All right.
That was good.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
Guys, it's great seeing you. I think the last time I saw you guys was at the Great Hall. You guys are doing a performance down there. If you remember that, how was that show for you guys?
That was fantastic. That was through the Emerging Artist Showcase at Canada Walk of Fame. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got it right there. Yeah, that was an amazing opportunity. Some great mentoring sessions. Met a bunch of awesome artists. It was fantastic. And since then, we've been busy doing everything else.
You know, and it's funny because, you know, I don't really think of you guys as emerging artists. I consider you guys as artists, period. You know, when you think about what's going on right now, I mean, Monster Truck just released their album. You've got the Arkells releasing music. Now you guys are kind of doing the same thing, too. I mean, you guys, to me, are on that same level. How does it feel knowing that the progression in the music is just getting better and better all the time?
Well, I mean, yeah, in one sense, we've been established for a while, but we are still releasing our first album. So, you know, I mean, like, people in Texas probably still think we're emerging or haven't emerged yet. But, you know, it's good. We're keeping real busy lately.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you got to describe, because right now we are in a studio. What's going on here today?
Going on here today, we decided to do like a little private release for the album Victoria on release day. We've done a lot of shows in Toronto, and we're coming up to a tour in November, December. So we didn't want to oversaturate the market, and we also wanted to kind of, with our performance, bring it back down to the core of Birds of Bellwoods. It started with the four of us playing acoustic instruments. So we found a way to strip down some of the tracks from that, and we invited kind of our label and some of the industry supporters who have been very close to us. And then afterwards, we're going to go get real messy at the Brooklyn.
Okay, that sounds cool. I mean, Victoria, when I saw you guys, we were talking about that. Right. This has been a serious project. Yeah, I'm going to let you talk about that. It has been a project for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, what is it the saying? It's like you get your whole life to make your first album, and then 2 weeks to make your next album. Absolutely. But it has. In a lot of ways, this album took, our whole lives to make. I know, we've been a band for 5 years now, and this is our first time dropping something. It feels monumental. It also feels like something we've been sitting on for a while. We've had the record complete, so it's been kind of like weirdly, like a climactic, but in a strange order. Mm-hmm. I
agree.
Go for it.
No, it's interesting because we've been sitting on it for like a year in its absolute completion. So it's sort of like we were, it was in utero for like longer than it should have been, and it's.
When does a musician use that kind of a word, man? What's going on here? We're talking
when you're Nirvana. Yeah.
Exactly. When you grow up listening to Nirvana.
He's been waiting for a long time to use that phrase.
And I got it here. I love that. But seriously, though, man, when you're sitting there for that whole time, I mean...
You get anxious.
Yeah.
You get anxious.
Yeah.
And you're like, we're already, looking forward to, the single from our next album. Mm-hmm. Releasing that and, putting that package together, so...
At the same time, though, we are like thankful to have taken the time to do it the right way, and we're thankful that E1 gave us the opportunity to kind of come around and look at it objectively and be very conscious in the steps that we took leading up.
Up to E1, great that they're supporting Canadian artists. What's the feel of the album?
What's the feel of the album? That's a giant question. I think
I love asking giant questions.
Well, yeah, with giant questions come giant answers.
There you go.
The feel of the album, I know what we tried to do. We tried to kind of expose all of our musical influences on all the ideas we had. We didn't want to put ourselves in a corner at all. The previous EP that we released, had a very specific sound to it. It was more like rooted in the folk world, and we could have made another album that sounded very similar to that, but we wanted to open up more doors. So we opened up all of the doors. We opened up the rock door, the pop door, a little bit of the jazz door. Like we kept the door, the folk door open, but we wanted to see what was all out there. And it's an interesting album because it's cohesive but eclectic at the same time. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was. So the feel, I don't know.
Feels good.
Feels nice.
There you go. Now this is gonna be interesting because when you have fans that have already known you guys for the the folk sound. new fans are going to know this sound. Was there ever any thought of, is this going to be a clash, or did you guys really work it so that it was a smooth transition for everybody?
I think people who, liked us for the folk musicians that we used to be will be pleasantly surprised to find that still very much a part of the album. But I think it's just, we never hesitated about wanting to move on and expand and do what we wanted to do, which is this more expensive album.
That's
And,
more expensive.
for sure. And in a lot of ways, like our live show changed before the album changed, right? So people who have been coming and seeing us and supporting us directly in that way, they won't be surprised by what they hear. It's just more energy. It's an expansion. It's not a departure.
Can we talk about at least? Well, let's talk about. I want to give too much away. Let's talk about one of the tracks. What's the lead track going to be?
Oh, the lead track was technically "Let You Go."
Okay.
So that actually has been charting on Canadian alt radio. It was up there for about 9 weeks.
Top 40.
Top 40, yeah. Thank you very much. Indie 88, Sirius XM.
Big supporters.
Yeah, thank you. That was maybe our most pop rock song of the entire album, by far. That was sort of like, we got in the studio and we were like, all right, let's make a rock song. How do we do it?
We wanted an anthemic, like rowdy. We wanted something that you could play loud in your car while you're driving down the road and you could chant along to it. Something that if you start playing it at a concert, no one knows the words by the last chorus. They're all singing it with you.
Yeah.
Worked out.
Okay, so we got that. Do we know yet? I don't want to give too much away. Do we know yet what the second track is going to be? We do?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's been a hand, like, the thing about Victoria coming out today is that it's actually kind of been out for a year.
Yeah, it has
So,
been.
like, we last year when we were not signed with the label, we had like an album launch party, and so some copies may have fallen out of the back of my car and people may have bought them. But with that, we've had kind of 4 singles out. Let You Go came out first, Catching Up a year ago, and Melatonin. So those have all been out for a little while, which has also made the release of this album like, I felt a little more safe, because I was like, people aren't gonna, like, we've already kind of got the reaction of 4 out of 10 of the songs, unless the other 6 songs are really, really bad, which I don't personally think they are.
You guys can't do that.
I mean, we can do that. We just showed you the 10 songs that were on the album. There's lots of other songs, yeah. But it's been kind of like a soft entrance. It's like, and in that, it's made us, kind of, me personally, a little more calm about the whole thing and ready to move on.
I love it, man. I love it.
But,
Speaking,
sorry. I guess technically a year ago is like the second leading single. It's the next one that you're going to be hearing on the radio. It started to chart as well, so that'll be. Thanks, man.
So, I mean, you guys have been already playing, so I mean, this might be a dumb question. Are you guys going to continue touring now with the rest of 2018 and 2019, since officially the album is in our hands now?
Yes, we are hitting the road out west at the end of November. We've got a bunch of dates there, and you're going to get those soon. They're up already, yeah. And we're also doing a bit of a tour of Ontario shortly after that. So, yeah, we're going to be around.
Fantastic. Do we know, and because we're heading into the holiday season, do we know of any like New Year's parties or events that you guys might be doing, or do we have to wait?
What are you doing for New Year's, man?
I have no idea. Man, back in the day, it used to be me and Dick Clark. These days, I don't know, man. I really don't. But if you guys have a show,
We'll see, man.
I think we
can
confirm that we'll not be playing New Year's. I think 3 of the 4 of us are out of the country, so I don't think, unless it's an international tour.
I try and not make plans for New Year's, because if I, am not expecting anything, I'm not disappointed.
That's the smartest way to do this, man. Look, congratulations on the new music, man. Finally, Victoria is out. It is being shared with the world. We've got the tour happening, too. Any thoughts of what, I'm going to ask you each, man. If I can, wave a magic wand, 2019, what would you each would want, either for yourself or for the rest of the world or your music fans?
Oh, you asked another huge question. It started off easy, like, what do I want for myself and the band? Then you asked, what do you want for the rest of the world?
No, but it could be either one, man. You could ask, give me the answer what you want for yourself.
I could tell you what I want for myself. To tell you what I want for the rest of the world, I think I haven't really thought about that too much, which is very selfish of me, now that I said that out loud.
That's okay.
I think this is, like, just for the band, it's been a monumental thing to get this album out there. And now I think for us is to get on the road again. We've always been a live band. Hopefully, we had a great summer in 2018, a bunch of wonderful festivals. I think to expand outside of Canada is kind of our next market. We'd love to get down in the States, support a larger artist. There's so many phenomenal bands that we love, and we'd love to get on some of those bigger tours and maybe hop across the pond as well, make over to Europe. I think that would be a nice complete 2019 for me.
Fantastic. What about yourself?
Yes, and I would like to be able to read the news without not knowing whether to laugh or cry.
Here on that too, man. Bang on that, my friend.
I guess for the world, like more patience and kindness and forgiveness and love and listening. And for us, what's up, Max from the Arkells? How you doing, man? I really love your new album. I noticed you're going on tour with Lord Huron. I think that's an amazing choice. They're a phenomenal band. If you need a first of 3 on any of those dates, I think that'd be really cool. Maybe. I think that'd fit. Yeah.
All of them, maybe.
That'd be chill. And then, festivals and whatnot. Love you, buddy.
That has to happen.
Yes.
It has to happen. I agree. It has to happen. I agree. Last but not least, man.
Honestly, we sort of just gave birth, so we've got a really hard couple months ahead of us. But I'm really excited to see, how Victoria grows and meets friends and learns, and we learn from her, and that kind of thing. Very excited to see how that develops there.
My wish is, whether it's the Junos or the MMVAs, I want to see you guys on the red carpet where I'm going. So how does it feel about being nominees? And then hopefully later on in the evening going, what was it like to win that award, man? That's what I'd love to see.
We'd love to see you there.
I think we're going to crash it regardless.
I love it. Hop the fence and just get in there. Website, Twitter, all that stuff. Where to go to follow you guys?
www.birdsofbellwoods.com is our website. At Birds Bellwoods is everything else. It's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace. No, not on MySpace. I'm just kidding.
We should make sure we don't have MySpace.
But yeah, you can find us there, and just Google Birds of Bellwoods, and all the answers will come right to you.
Look, I came to you guys. You guys came to me. We've made a relationship about this. The music is out there. I'm loving this. And like I said, man, I'm one of your biggest supporters, man. I cannot wait to see what you guys do for 2019. Congratulations on the new album. But more importantly, man, congratulations for the road you guys are leading ways.
Thank you so much. That's so
Really
nice.
appreciate that.
Bye.
See you, Max.
Bye.